What do you think about the narrative that LaMelo Ball doesn't play winning basketball?
It's not a narrative.
What you mean?
It's not a narrative. She's talking to you, Perk, but I'm
talking to all of you.
No, she's talking to all of us.
Okay, well, let me speak up. It's not a narrative because he hasn't won yet, right? So that's what I'm saying. When we say winning basketball, I'm not going to care about the highlights and the BS and all like that part. Have you won? Not like, oh, the style of you play, will it lead to winning? He's had some injuries. He's had some this. I think he's a great player, rookie of the year. He is a unique, special player. Until you win, don't say that, is he a championship player if he hasn't won a championship? Is he playing winning basketball if he hasn't won yet? I believe that he is a talented player that can win basketball games, but if they haven't won yet, I can't say he's a winner. I can't say that a person that hasn't won a championship is a champion. Or like, I can't say that, right? And there's tiers to it all, but like when people say LaMelo doesn't play winning basketball, I would flip it. LaMelo and leading and being an elite basketball player has not led to wins. Exact same thing.
I believe that he needs to get out of Charlotte. I believe that LaMelo Ball will never max out from an individual standpoint and a team standpoint by being in Charlotte. When you see one of those guys that got that it factor, he's one of those guys, right? Like it's only a certain amount of guys in the AAU space that these youngsters are screaming and ranting.
Oh, they love LaMelo. They love the 6'7" shit.
He is one
6'7".
That's for you, Violet. That's for you, my daughter loves 6'7".
The fact that I'm 6'7" makes
the fact that that's the hand motion.
But
that
we
do
the 6'7".
Oh my God!
It's so like literally my kids run up. My kids send their friends over.
Oh my God!
Their friends will run up to me. Hey, Lil Rich in Phoenix asked me to ask you how tall you were. I'm like, I'm 6'7". They're like, oh! They run away.
That's actually
funny. It's funny. I'll give it to them. But it's just like
funny.
I'm like this 6'7" shit.
I
right?
love those kids. They so smart. I wonder where they get it from. Not you.
Not me. Not me.
Look, if it's one player that I want to see on a big market team, it's LaMelo Ball. LaMelo Ball on a big market team, it hit different.
But okay.
Huh?
Get in there. Get his ass.
Get me about what?
I agree with him. I agree with him.
I love that moment right there.
I agree with him.
Thank you.
I agree with him.
That's what I'm talking about, the airs.
From a skills standpoint, I know we're not talking about winning. For me, he's top 3 in the league as far as skill levels and like must see TV. He's not gonna win in Charlotte. We know that, but
okay,
you get him on a top tier team. I think you can change that. A little bit of structure. I agree with Perk.
Okay,
I agree with Perk.
Okay, what did Ja Morant do for Memphis? What did Tyrese Halliburton do for Indiana? Right now, I know they added players around. I know this, but the small market, there's been a lot of injuries for LaMelo, right? But those guys elevated. Who would you rather have on your team? We want to talk about pizzazz and all the big market. Would you rather have LaMelo or Tyrese Halliburton?
Look, with all due respect to Tyrese.
What did he do in Sacramento? What did he do? I'm not saying that LaMelo's not better, but how can LaMelo be better basketball player and Tyrese Halliburton has led his team to 2 conference finals, 2 NBA finals?
Richard, you're having selective hearing right now, okay? You're having selective hearing.
I'm just saying getting him to a big market doesn't change the way he plays. He hasn't elevated them at all.
All I'm saying is, I said from an individual standpoint, meaning his personal brand, along with winning. All I'm saying is this, RJ, when it comes to who's more marketable, it ain't even close with Tyrese Halliburton and LaMelo Ball. I'm just sorry, and I love Tyrese Halliburton. I'm saying when it comes down, what?
He doesn't need to be marketed. South Park just did a 6-7 episode. He doesn't need marketing. He needs to win basketball games. That's it. From a marketing branding standpoint, yes, he would blow up in a big market. He's blowing up. He's blowing. My kids love his shoes. There's South Park episodes.
And he's doing that in Charlotte.
But if he did it at a bigger place and was winning at the same rate, Just going to Chicago. Chicago hasn't been relevant in how many years? So he might be a bigger name in Chicago. If they're still winning at the same rate, we're going to be having the same conversation. Going to a bigger market does not solve your issue. Branding, maybe. He doesn't need any more branding. He is an icon to the kids. He needs to win games.
Well, I'm saying, how can you tell somebody, how many followers do LaMelo Ball have on social media? I'm asking a question.
Oh, I got you.
Hold on, I'm
I got
asking a question.
Your
because
body has to be in like a straight up like spaz.
Yeah.
Because the way you throw yourself every single time
Yes.
this man speaks.
Yeah,
I can't
he's
stand when he talks.
disappointed.
He apologized earlier because he wasn't listening.
Hold on. But now you're not listening. All I'm asking is because
10.5 million followers on Instagram.
Yeah, let's get into a bigger market.
he has 10.5 million, and Richard says, "Oh, he don't need more marketing." Well, who's to tell you that he don't want 100 million followers on Instagram?
My job is not about your followers. My job is do you win basketball games? The conversation, does he win basketball games? Does he play winning basketball? Now we're talking about Instagram followers. Now we're talking about Instagram followers. You wonder why my body gets into a fucking twinge with this dude.
I think, though, more so to piggyback on me and Perk's point.
Piggyback Perk.
Me and Perk, I love that.
Get him to a bigger market, they're going to surround him with better players, which essentially will help him win more, is what I'm saying. Because Charlotte is not surrounding him with players that he can win with.
Right,
so
fair.
if you get to Chicago, you're going to get more free agents, and you're going to surround him with more talent, which essentially will allow him to win more basketball games. Yeah, he might not play the same way. He might have to change his game a little bit, not a little less street ball, but he's going to have better people around him, which will allow him to win more basketball games.
That's fair. Are we surprised at all that there hasn't been any uptick in Charlotte basketball? When Blake Griffin showed up with the Clippers, they're like, oh, this is the type of dude, we got to go spend some money because he is a difference guy. He marketed the Clippers. He blew up the Clippers. They got him Chris Paul. When you look at Tyrese Halliburton showed up in Indiana and they're like, this dude is different. We got to go get Pascal Siakam. We got to go bring it. Like, you see guys that show up and they're different. LaMelo Ball has shown up and Charlotte has stayed flat. That is
No,
all
whose
I'm
fault
saying.
is that though, Richard? That's not his fault. That's the front
Well,
office.
I've from great
They
players
sold
learned
the
that
team.
everything is their fault. Great players, Dirk, everything is his fault. Steph, LeBron, everything is their fault. That's the greatness of players that I'm around.
Those guys wasn't walking into a situation where the owner was selling the team. Like, he got drafted there. He was in the middle of a transition where the team was being sold. So now all of a sudden they're trying to find themselves. He still has to prove himself. You're absolutely right on that, RJ. I'm just telling you to listen to what me and Devin have to say as well, and here's on our side. That's all you can mean to say.
LaMelo's not on the test. If you're not one of the best players, or if you're not in the top half of the league, then I unfortunately don't study you.